every morning, millions wake up already performing for people they don't even know. The performance begins before breakfast. Not to feel successful, but to look successful. Because in America, appearance became a currency. And
Before you forget, the ebook that can change how you learn is in the first pinned comment. Click now to unlock it.
many spend money they don't have to buy, approval they'll never keep. The expensive car, the luxury apartment, the designer clothes. None of it is about need. It's about being seen. Social media turned insecurity into an economy, and comparison became a silent addiction. You see their highlight reel and finance your response. That's how debt disguises itself as success. The applause is temporary. The payments are not. Real wealth is usually quiet, because people building freedom don't need an audience. The richest move is often the one nobody notices. While others chase attention, builders chase leverage. One buys applause, the other buys time. And time is the only asset money can multiply. But most people trade their future for a few seconds of validation. A few likes, a few compliments, a lifetime of payments. That's not confidence. That's rented identity. And every monthly bill reminds you who really owns it. The bank doesn't care how impressive you looked. Numbers don't applaud performance. They expose it. That moment hurts. But pain can become clarity. And clarity is where wealth begins. The moment you stop performing, you finally start building. Most people never realize they were acting. They confuse consumption with identity. They wear logos like armor, hoping expensive things will silence cheap doubts. But insecurity always asks for another purchase, another upgrade, another payment, another month chained to appearances. The trap isn't luxury, it's dependency. The need to be validated by strangers. That need can bankrupt a life. Freedom begins with a different question. Not how do I look, but what is this costing my future? That single question changes everything. Because wealth is built through invisible decisions. The choices nobody claps for. The dinner skipped. The impulse resisted. The ego ignored. That's where financial power quietly starts. Not in the spotlight, but in discipline. And discipline never needs an audience. It only needs consistency. The world may never notice your restraint, but your future will. And one day, silence becomes security. That's when you stop impressing strangers and finally impress yourself. But most people never reach that moment. They stay trapped inside the performance, working harder to finance appearances, buying things that expire faster than the debt. That's the real American trap. Not poverty, but pretending not to fear it. Fear sells, and insecurity is the most profitable market in America. The less certain you feel, the easier you are to sell to. That's why confidence is dangerous to the system. A secure mind buys less, questions more, and builds instead of performs. That's where the shift begins. The moment you stop asking for permission to feel enough. Because enough was never sold in stores. It was built in silence. One disciplined choice at a time. No applause, no audience, just progress. That's what real confidence looks like. Quiet, steady, unaffected by strangers, unafraid of simplicity. Because freedom doesn't...
Comment below if you're staying until the end. What's coming will reveal the hidden shift most people miss. The one that turns confusion into surprising clarity and results.
Need decoration. It only needs truth. Truth is uncomfortable at first. It forces you to see what performance was hiding. The late fees, the stress, the quiet panic behind every swipe. But seeing clearly is the beginning of escape. Awareness breaks the spell. And once the illusion cracks, you can't unsee it. You start noticing the pattern everywhere. The forced smiles, the endless upgrades, the exhaustion disguised as ambition. That's when a different path becomes possible. The path where your money serves your future, not your image. That path is rarely crowded, because discipline isn't attractive to spectators. It's too quiet, too slow, too real. But reality compounds. Every choice stacks, the dollars saved, the temptations resisted, the ego ignored. At first, it feels invisible. Then it becomes momentum. Momentum becomes confidence. And confidence no longer needs display, because when your foundation is real, strangers lose their power over you. That is the freedom no payment plan can sell. No contract, no approval, no audience required. Just ownership. Ownership of your choices. Ownership of your time. Ownership of your future. That's what real wealth feels like. It doesn't scream. It doesn't flex. It simply exists, quietly protecting your peace, quietly multiplying your options, and quietly reminding you of one powerful truth. You were never meant to perform for strangers. You were meant to build for yourself. And building takes patience. Patience looks invisible until the results become impossible to ignore. That's the difference between image and substance. Image demands attention. Substance creates freedom. One is loud, the other is lasting. And eventually, life reveals which one you chose. Bills expose performance. Time rewards discipline. And peace belongs to those who stop pretending. This is where the performance ends. And the real work begins. Quietly, consistently, without needing anyone to notice. Because the greatest flex is no longer needing to flex at all. And yet, the noise outside never stops. The system keeps whispering, buy this, upgrade that, show them more. But this time you hear it differently. It no longer sounds like opportunity. It sounds like distraction. And once you recognize distraction, focus becomes your advantage. While others chase reactions, you build systems. While others seek applause, you seek ownership. And ownership changes how you walk, how you decide, how you live. Eventually, people notice, not because you performed better, but because you stopped performing. That silence becomes undeniable, because real freedom has a presence, cannot be bought. It is earned the moment you stop trying to impress strangers and start becoming impossible to control.